we open our lungs and our senses, and this is the world that we belong to. The music our senses need to tune into, the song they sing to. We go into the forest and we open our minds and our senses. In the shadows around us, there's an easier way to connect us to the spin of the earth, to the stir of the wild inside us. And this is the world that we belong to. And these are the senses that we find it through. And this is the music they exist to sing. Where to the feeling we can all escape to. When we sing with our senses, this is the world that we belong to. When we sing with our senses, and this is the craze to see it through, and this is the space we have to shrink into before we slide in the picture too. When we sing with our senses, this is the world that we belong to.
Oops a days. Right, ready King Granda and Oopla Bobby Hook Do Baby. Croeso, you're listening to Oopla Bobby Hook Do Baby. Although it's a 2025 version, which means that it's bilingual and that it's not on the radio. So that was Stornoway, We Sing With Our Senses. I hope you can hear me. So what do we have here? A song which comes from their third or fourth album, if you count the mini album. The reason we're listening to it is that it's been in the studio a couple of months, and I listened to this song about a month ago, tried to record it and it didn't work. And it is very good. But I loved their second album, Tales from Terra Firma. So I was mildly disappointed with this one when it came out. I loved the singles, which we may hear if we get round to it. Namely Get Low and Man on a Wire. But did I love them? No, I didn't. I thought they were okay. But I listened to them about, like I said, 6 weeks ago, and I thought, oh, this needs to be reappraised. So, what do I like about the first song on side 2, the one we've just heard? Do we have the lyrics? No. It's at one with the creation Where We Live, isn't it? That's what I like about Brian Briggs. He sings from the perspective of the birds. He doesn't sing from a perspective of the creator, just the birds. So, and the wildlife and the electricity of it all. Who am I to disagree with the electricity? I don't know. But it's very, very endearingly forthright and necessity. It's a necessity to sing about what's in your heart. And Brian obviously has a big heart. It's when people get into the mystique and take the mystique as fact. That's when we have to be, as people who believe in a creator God, I call that God Yah or Yahuwah. People will tell you on various web pages that he was bad, but the Bible says he's good. So I must take that stance, and I've just sung a song myself about proclaiming, so I must actually stand and defend what the Bible says. But the Bible probably has been misused and edited. There we are. You can disagree or agree, but I'm trying to say something honest and which I perceive to be true, which the Spirit of God has shown me. So I can still smile, still have a sense of humour, but I can't, the Welsh word is cyfaddawdi, I can't hold back. I can't, cyfaddawdi, dyna naw ni, a derbyn y twll. What's the Welsh word, the English word for cyfaddawdi, eh? Come on, maybe my wife will know. Okay then, she says, ydw. Okay, ble wyt ti? So that means where are you? So there we are. We're yes, I'm trying to do a video and correspond with my wife at the same time. So yes, we are in a battle. Let's hear if Stornoway refer to this battle in the next song, which is called We Were Giants. Now there's a topic. I love that topic. We were giants. Now the Bible states that there were giants on the earth in Genesis 6.
There were great grey skies on a great grey ocean. There were rusting cars on the rusting hills. Tell me of the time we could walk for miles on a road to nowhere. we see the curve of the earth from where we stood side by side, with the clouds around our empire. Tell me of the time when the nights were colder, baby. Tell me of the time you and I were closer, baby. Tell me of the time there were gray, gray skies on the gray, gray ocean.
Well, that's a classic, isn't it? That's an absolute classic. That could be on Tales from Terra Firma, which is a classic. Makes me feel very depressed, Tales from Terra Firma, but it's joyous at the same time. I bought it at a time of complete and utter turmoil and panic. This album was more of a, oh, they've got a new album out. So does he answer the biblical context? Not at all. He mentions the curve of the earth, which is completely contradictory to the good word, the good book. One may disagree with that, but you know, it's hardly an issue where we can disagree to the point of not liking each other. After all, we're meant to love, aren't we? So here we go. Two great songs from this album. It's a romantic song. It refers to them as being so much in love that they felt like they were giants. Shall we venture to the third song, When You're Feeling Gentle? This, I remember, is more poppy, and I really enjoyed that song. So two excellent songs at the beginning of side 2. Again, the imagery of the environment and the creation is very, very prevalent in that song, and even the beautiful sea and the tides, the ebb and the flow. This is called When You're Feeling Gentle. I think it's more poppy. Could be.
me gently when you know. Gentle, teach me to be gentle. Show me every gentle when you know. Gentle, give me one more chance to show you I can gently guide you home. When you're feeling gentle, teach me to be gentle. Show me every gentle when you know. When you're feeling gentle, give me one more chance to show you that I'm gentle. Let me go. Over the hills and far away, coach to London in the rain.
So, Brian Briggs's voice is always a bone of contention with some people I know. Well, one. I took him to see Stornoway at the beginning of this, to promote this album, I think it was. You know, it has its limitations, doesn't it? But that's its charm. That's Stornoway's charm. They're his band plus the embellishment of the other musicians who are, you know, equally dedicated. I didn't catch up on their last album. From what I heard, I was kind of put off. I was a bit judgmental as well. And, you know, that song, in this study now with the loud music, I'm not used to playing loud music here. My better half is currently cutting her hair, so I'm playing loud music. And I'm not used to it, and I'm a bit tense, a bit tired. So this word gentle really kicks in, doesn't it? We got to learn to be gentle. Fruit of the Spirit is gentleness. So again, I equate that to I'm connecting that again with a biblical truth, which is why I consider Stornoway as more sensitive to that truth. Not saying for one moment that they're aligning themselves with it. I mean, where would we be without gentleness, eh? I think the whole charade of my life lacks gentleness. Good. Was it a good song? Yeah. It just felt, it sounded harsh. I was playing it too loud. The speakers are a long way. I'm trying to get my voice heard on this microphone. So I do enjoy, you know, I'd love to listen to the rest of this. There's Heart of the Great Alone, I think is a bit of an anthem. Shall we try and listen to it? But you can tell I'm pensive, can't you? I'm pensive. I've got a few other tasks. What do the Americans call task? Chores. I've got chores to do, although I've done several chores, and taking this time out in light of those chores accomplished. So what do I do now? Shall I listen to the Heart of the Great Alone? I think we should.
grounds beneath our feet as we go. With our minds looking for signs of unraveling minds, drifting through the snow. Watch us slide into the silence, walk like our innocence. Lead us bravely to sleep. Carry a song in your heart. Your hearts are the great alone. Commit us to the eyes and we'll returning this here and leave us to lie glorious in the snow. Watch us rise into the silence, in the face of it.
Now then, that's an anthem, isn't it? It reminded me of the Triffids, and there's a connection here because Gil Norton, I think, produced Born Sandy Devotional, and you can hear the big drum sounds there, can't you? That are a feature or a characteristic of Born Sandy Devotional by the Triffids. And also yes, this Stornoway, when they rock out, always remind me of Yes because of the bass work primarily, but there's also the tunes and the Simon and Garfunkelisms of it. Oh, my wife just said this is a bonus level information bureau expose. She's just said, yeah, may I get off? I hope she's not talking about my relationship with her. She's just stated, yes, it's all off. That's an exclusive. It's all off. She's referring to her hair. It's all off, and she's been on tenterhooks trying to get rid of her hair. I don't know why. But there we are. You know, she's cut it all off. Heart of the Great Alone. Now, let me just reference that song title. I mean, I feel so alone sometimes. So what keeps me with a heart is my wife. I must categorically say that. She's probably the most annoying person you can possibly know, but I love her so much. For example, I went down the dump this morning and she had to check everything that I took in the car, but in the end she decided no, that was a bit too annoying. So she just went upstairs and prepared herself to cut off her hair. That was why she was annoying, is that she was tense about cutting off all her hair. So that's why we've got to be gentle. To bring back to the third song, And that's why sometimes I feel so alone, even though I'm married to a beautiful woman. I feel so alone. Do you understand that? Talking of women, listen to this next song. This is absolutely brilliant. This is called Josephine, and they did it live, acoustically, off mic.
Where do all my dreams go? Josephine, through your open window, Josephine. Over your horizon, Josephine, the sun will soon be climbing, Josephine, and it's now or never, Josephine, my love, now or never for me. Do we drown here together, Josephine, or do we dream forever? Throw me down your hair now, Josephine. There's footsteps on the stair now, Josephine. No need to be afraid now, Josephine. There's nothing in our way now, Josephine. And it's now or never, Josephine, my love, now or never for me. Do we drown here together, Josephine, or do we dream forever? Throw me down your hair now, Josephine. There's nothing in our way now, Josephine.
I'll tell you why I'm tense. You see this microphone here? I broke the stand. Usually I'd be able to move this microphone towards my mouth and I wouldn't have to project so much. And I could relax even more. But what it is, it's such a... I'll demonstrate now, okay? Because I don't think we'll be listening to track 6 from side 2. It's called Love Song of the Beta Male. And the first time I heard it, I said, that's fantastic. The second time I heard it, I said, that's appalling. So here I am now. I'm chilling, okay? You can hear me. I'm chilling. I don't have to project, and everything is more relaxed and chilled. You watch what happens now when I try and put this back. The phone's on the notebook. There's no way that will balance again without a great deal of bother and cumbersome manoeuvring. And I want it to be, there we are, there we are, you see. But that's why I'm tense. I want you to know that, people. Matt Leopard, you could sense it, couldn't you? You could sense it. I wasn't at ease. I mean, I mustn't be so po-faced in my spiritual outreach. It's not about me doing anything. It's me being like Brian Briggs, I have got to be as honest and as integrity full as by Brian Briggs. Brian Briggs. I can't say it now. Brian Briggs. I've just realised it's a name that AI would use for a singer-songwriter, wouldn't it? 10 years ago, the AI would say, what should we call him? We'll call him Brian. Brian what? Oh, I don't know. Brian Briggs? Yeah, good idea. Let's listen to, what a gorgeous song that Josephine is, eh? And when they do it live, they did it a cappella or acoustically unamplified, and it was stunning with all the harmonies. That's why Brian Briggs needs Stornoway. He writes the music, the songs, the guys harmonise. I shouldn't have given up on them, but there was something about the last album they did. It didn't rock out enough, I don't think. And there were certain elements. I actually watched a live broadcast on the phone of their gig in Cardiff, I think it was. And of course, it didn't come across as good as it would have done if I'd been in the audience. But I was kind of glad that I didn't go. I think Tales from Terra Firma is such a milestone in my life that nothing else compares with it. But I'm glad to say this album I can honestly say it's up there. It's like the Triffids with their classic Born Sandy devotional. Calenture is just as good. That's an interesting comparison between both bands. I highly recommend both bands. Matt Leopard from Southampton, thank you for your love. Because we both like the Final Cut and we know what desperation is all about. So this is Far From Desperation. This is a jubilant. It invites you to, what's the word for kovledia? To hug. To, I can't think about the English word. What's the English word for hug? To, I could use the word envelop. No, I couldn't. That's a ridiculous word to use. What's the Welsh word for, the English word for hug? In Welsh, it's kovledia. Come on, Hugh. What is it? So frustrating. There we are. Never mind. We'll listen to the beta male. Is it beta male? Love song of the beta male.
Josephine, there's nothing in our way now. Josephine.
I didn't like this song, this next song. After the first listen, it's like Prefab Sprout going mad.
Don't ask me to make you laugh until you cry, because you know I'm on good form if I can raise a smile. Don't ask me to sweep you up and carry you across the threshold, because you know I'd only hurt myself if I were to try. I can tell you about the way you make me feel inside as I lie beside you in our bed at night, and I can listen to your troubles and hold you tight and tell you everything'll be alright. But don't ask me to spin you round and dance with you, because you know I've two left feet and no guts for that.
So do you agree with me there? I mean, what an appalling arrangement. If they're going to do a sing-along kind of, not throwaway, but an irreverent look at relationships, and Brian Briggs here is opening his heart. He obviously loves his wife, which was, you know, a beautiful aspect of Tales from Terra Firma. Then why don't they just give it a groove as opposed to this ponderous jazz hindered offbeat quagmire? It's as if, you know, they're revisiting the first song on side one, Between the Salt Marsh and the Sea, and they're stuck in it, and they're not grooving. And what gets me here as well is the voice, which just doesn't... They're fantastic harmony band, and there's nothing. The voice just cuts through too harsh, in the marsh, and it's all a bit of a... What rhymes with harsh and marsh? It's all a bit of a... disaster. A shame, because the rest of the side is brilliant, and the whole of side one, Between the Salt Marsh and the Sea, Get Low, Man on a Wire. The Road You Didn't Take was the first single, and that was a disappointing single, but it's a great album track. It's a deep cut, but why on earth did they put that as the first single? I don't know why. And Lost Youth, I can't remember that one at the moment. So it's a definite 7 out of 10 album. There are a couple of tracks which, you know, bring it up, and there are a couple of tracks which bring it down. Thank you very much for listening. Diolch yn fawr. That's done me good. My wife has cut off all her hair, and she's looking for her glasses, and will return soon, so I might get another song done now. Unamplified. I've had enough of the amplifier. Good. Diolch yn fawr. Goodbye.